guys, and welcome back to Reading Club. So today I'm going to read you My Weird School, Miss Daisy is Crazy, Chapter 9 and Chapter 10. Chapter 9, Put Those Books Away. As soon as I got home from school, I went up to my big sister Amy's room. Amy is in 5th grade, so she knows lots of things. "You've got to help me," I said. "If the school reads 1,000,000 pages in books, Principal Klutz will put on a gorilla suit and let us turn the school into a video game arcade." "I would do anything to see that," Amy said. Amy knows how to work the computer really well. She helped me make posters that said, "Let's turn our school into a video game arcade," and "Let's turn Principal Klutz into a gorilla." We tacked the posters up all over Main Street. Amy sent emails and instant messages to all the kids in the 5th grade. The next morning, we tacked the posters up all over the school. I passed them out to the kids I saw. Mrs. Rupee, the school librarian, said we could put up some posters in the library. Miss Lazar, the custodian, said we could put some up in the lunchroom and the bathrooms. Mr. Loring, the music teacher, said we could put some in the music room. By the middle of the day, everyone in the school was reading like crazy. Kids were reading during lunch. Kids were reading during recess. Kids were prowling their way through books and then running to the school library to ask Mrs. Ruby if they could check out more. I read a book about frogs, and I don't even care anything about frogs. Some of the teachers were starting to get mad because kids were reading books when they were supposed to be doing other things. "Please put those books away," Miss Daisy had to tell us. "It's time for reading." Miss Daisy said she was sorry that she wouldn't be able to help us very much because she didn't know how to read. That she was nice enough to draw a big mural in the hallway with a giant thermometer on it. Every time we read a lot of pages, she would make the temperature line on the thermometer go up. At the top of the thermometer was the words 1,000,000. Soon kids were bursting into our room and yelling, "Mrs. Big's class had read another 500 pages, and Miss Hensfratz says to add another 600 pages. It was fun watching the temperature go up. At the end of the week, our school had read almost 500,000 pages. Chapter 10. Football players are really dumb. "Boys and girls, today we have a very special and famous guest," Miss Daisy said. "His name is Boomer Wiggins." "Wow!" was the first thing everybody said. "Who is he?" was the second thing everybody said. But I knew who Boomer Wiggins was, because Boomer Wiggins was my hero. He was the quarterback of my favorite football team, the Chargers. Wow, a real football player right in our classroom. Miss Daisy told us that Boomer Wiggins had a daughter in 4th grade, and that's why he was spending the day at our school. When Boomer Wiggins walked into the class, everybody gasped. He was really big and had so many muscles that they poked right against his shirt. We all crowded around him, and Boomer let us feel his arm muscles. I couldn't even get my hands around them. Then Boomer picked up Emily with one hand. He was amazing. Then he gave each of us a little plastic football, and he signed his name on each one. "Does anybody have any questions?" Boomer asked. "Do you like knocking guys on their butts?" I asked. Everybody laughed, even though I didn't say anything funny. That was funny. Miss Daisy said it was butt, not butts, because a person only has one butt. But I said a butt was divided into 2 halves, so it could be butts. Miss Daisy said that was enough of that talk. I said she shouldn't be complaining because she was the one who started it. "I don't like knocking people down," Boomer told us, "but sometimes we have to because it's part of the game." "Mr. Wiggins," asked Miss Daisy, "is it true that football players are really dumb?" We all gasped. I was afraid that Boomer Wiggins might knock Miss Daisy on her butt. "Excuse me," Boomer said, like he wasn't sure if he had heard the question. "Well, somebody once told me that if you play football, you don't have to know how to read or write or do arithmetic or go to school." "Who told you that?" Boomer asked Miss Daisy. Everybody looked at me. I slid down so that my head was almost under my desk, and I hid behind my notebook. Oh, a good friend of mine told me, Miss Daisy said. Is it true? If I didn't go to school, I never could have become a football player, Boomer told us. I have to read and study my playbook very carefully. I have to write letters to my fans. Every week I have to study very hard to get ready for the next game. Did you go to college? Asked Miss Daisy. Yes, Boomer said, and when my football career is over, I plan to go back to school so I can become a doctor. Wow, I said. I want to go to college someday so I can become a doctor and knock guys on their butts. But everybody laughed, even though I didn't say anything funny. Then, to prove how smart he was, Boomer Wiggins read us a book and passed out bookmarks that said, achieve your goal by reading on them. Miss Daisy said that even though Boomer read the books to us, we could still add 52 pages to the total number of pages we read. The temperature level on the thermometer in the hallway kept getting higher and higher. So that's the end of this channel. I hope you enjoyed my readings. And if you did, please click many likes and subscribe Reading Club. So I'll come back later with a new and improved channel. Bye everybody. See you later.